Naked.
Everyone to the studio, please. Testing. Testing. Hello. Dr. Grind. Godfather. HR3. Come to the studio, please. It's time to go live.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Nation.
And good morning, golfing world. George Honeycutt, the Godfather, with me as always. My two brothers from two different mothers, HR3 and Mr. Al Cloyd. Hey, y'all doing? Well, look, Ma, I'm on TV. This could get ugly quick. I'm going to make you hurl before the day's over with.
What's your issue here?
I smell vermin poontang.
You gotta love it. I mean, if y'all are not entertained out there.
You know, I've often thought of becoming a golf club.
You need to go see Al Cloyd.
I noticed your grips were worn, sir. I should have mentioned to you before. I could put some stickum on there for you. It's my fault.
No, you want to know? Here you go.
No.
I'm going to give you the expertise.
Hey, I should have stayed home and played with myself.
No, you got to finish, dude. No, you got to finish.
No. You're doing it. I ain't touching it. Nope.
Here.
I ain't touching it. Nope. Here.
Your wife is one of the more beautiful women in the world.
I have no argument there. She is.
You outpunted your coverage.
What's your issue here?
I'm not a professional.
Right.
I stayed at a Holiday Inn Express last night, but I'm not a professional.
I think this is a soap opera or something.
Give me a set of those, a pair of those, and a box of those, and let me have some of those naked lady tees. Moving on.
I am the same one.
What's your issue here?
You're doing it. I ain't touching it. Nope.
Here.
I ain't touching it. Nope. Here. Nope. Good try. How many breaths do you think you're going to need when you die?
One.
Quit wasting them.
Yeah.
Because you realize you are going
But I'm
round
trying
and
to
around.
provide good air.
Yeah, you're trying to provide good air, but you're
right.
answering your own questions.
Well, if you jump in and talk.
Well, I'm just letting you lay the groundwork because I'm
You done
telling
said
you.
the rest of the show was mine.
It
damn
was. But, I mean, I don't want you to have a heart attack because I ain't giving you ugly-ass mouth to mouth.
Al will do it.
Cannonball coming.
Broadcasting from North Myrtle Beach, South Carolina, this is TGD Today. And now, please welcome Hero the Third,
HR3.
Al Cloyd,
Dr. Grind.
George Honeycutt, the Godfather.
Hey, everybody, we're all going to get laid.
You're doing it. I ain't touching it. Nope.
Here.
I ain't touching it. Nope.
Here.
Nope. Good try.
And with that intro, we don't even need to do a show.
No, that's pretty much covered.
It's done.
It has. We're done. All right,
We just
see,
run
Jeff,
that.
take care.
We just run
That's
that. Yep. It's been good. It's been good working with you.
We're running up to Waffle House for breakfast.
You can't beat it.
Waffles. Ooh.
Oh, man.
Oh, now see.
I'm a
you done-
Waffle House kind of guy.
Doggone it. Scattered, smothered, and covered, and a little bit of syrup.
There you go.
Ooh,
That's right.
baby.
Absolutely.
All right, good morning, everybody. TGD Today here, the roundtable at thegolfdirector.com. We're so happy to be with you. George Honeycutt, Hugh Roy III, and Al Cloyd. We're back again, and again, it's another busy week in the game of golf. A lot of things going on.
There's a lot of things going on, period, especially out in that Phoenix area.
Big time. Yeah.
Did you catch the hole-in-one for $1 million last night?
Yeah.
Tim Tebow hits it the closest, wins the trophy. What's up with that? Tim Tebow.
Well, I mean, you got to understand. I mean, the whole thing at 16 has turned into a Super Bowl or a football game type situation. I mean, you got so many people around there. It's like a stadium around that par 3 now.
Yep.
And, you know, it's just they've turned it into
There was
more
probably
of a,
10,000 people there last night.
Easily.
Wouldn't you say?
Yeah. And, I mean, you know, Tiger walks up and they boo him, and then when he hits, they cheer him. I mean,
Yeah.
what the heck? What's wrong with people?
with that?
It just, you know.
I mean, you know, everybody's so excited about him coming back. He's going to bring more people out to the waste
Oh,
management.
without a doubt.
He's going to
Without
double
a
their
doubt.
attendance from last year, and then they're going to sit there and boo him. I mean, are people just that stupid, George?
I guess. I don't know. It's good to see him. I'm glad he's back. I'm glad he's there.
Swing looks good,
You know.
too. I mean, you know, I think he's going to play decent. But, you know, I just –
Well, I made a prediction on the network, on thegolfdirector.com. I went on there yesterday, made a few comments about a couple of things, but I made the prediction he would make the cut by 1 and that he would not finish in the top 35. So that's my prediction.
I don't know about that.
I don't know about that.
Okay, well, that's fine. That's just my
But,
opinion.
You know, it's this golf course, if he stays within what he and his new coach are working on, and he stays within his pace and can drive the ball well, he'll eat this place alive.
Yep. He's still got a putt. Hopefully he's worked on his chipping, but he's still got a putt. And under tournament conditions, again, stemp meter reading for that place is going to be 12.5, 13. That's like his backyard. I would assume he'd feel pretty comfortable.
Well, I mean, the golf course itself is going to be perfect. It's just, the problem you've got in Phoenix this time of year is, I mean, I'll never forget my rookie year. I mean, heck, we had frost delay for 2 hours.
Yeah.
And then at 11 o'clock, you wanted shorts.
Yeah.
That's wild.
Yeah.
It's 100 degrees. I mean,
yeah.
it's just,
that much of a swing,
so, I mean,
that
you
much
look
of a
at all the
change.
stuff this morning, all the early stuff in the Golf Channel, the people talking about it, they're all in sweaters and sweatshirts and whatever
Right.
because it's cold.
Right.
Well, as soon as the sun comes up, and it's going to get hot.
Right.
And, it's just depending on your tee time. And, I mean, if you get the early tee time the first day, you're at a disadvantage.
Yeah. Yeah. And we saw that also, too, yesterday down in Ocala, Florida, at the Golden Ocala Golf Course.
Yeah.
I've played there a couple of times. And I'm sitting here going, how are they even going to hold an event there? Because the last time I played there, guys, the course was in horrible shape.
Oh, I understand. We played there on the Hooters Tour, which is a swing golf tour
Yeah,
now. And,
yeah.
I mean, I was like, why?
Yeah, exactly. I mean, there's so many courses around there that, you can say, oh, we could be playing anywhere else. But, again, the course looked okay. It looked like in pretty decent shape.
There wasn't any complaining from the girls. So
No.
I mean,
They've got replica holes. That was kind of one of those first few Tour 18 type places, They a couple of holes from Augusta, a couple of holes from Turnberry, a couple of holes from Oakmont or wherever, Shinnecock, where
they've got the church pew hole and all that kind of
yeah,
stuff. But
Firestone.
yeah, it's just it's just one of those kind of ho hum kind of things you do.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
the girls, we'll see how they do today, and the numbers they put on the board.
Well, they put some good numbers up yesterday, so that the greens were putting well, and the course seemed to be playing well. So it's just interesting to see. They were real excited to play in hole number 11 there, which is I believe it's 11 or 12, which is the replica hole for number 12 at Augusta. And then immediately after that, they've got replica of 13 at Augusta, the par 5 that goes around the corner. It doesn't look the same. It just doesn't look the same. I mean, you need the trees and the creek
close,
and
but
they did a good job. They did a good job on the par 3. They got the double bridges and all that, and they put the little bunkers where they're supposed to be, but it's just not the same, guys.
No. There's only one.
Just not the same. But speaking of golf courses, I think we need to book a trip to France. Yep, we need to go play La Genie Golf Course. That's LA capital JENNY Golf Course. We'll have to send them an invoice for me plugging them here. But La Genie Golf Course is
3 plane tickets.
Clothing optional. Clothing optional golf.
I believe if
How about
George
that?
is going over, I'm going to have to pass.
Dude,
Pass.
I get out
Like we
there
were
and start sporting the hamster on steroids? Come on, man.
It's kind of like we were talking about earlier. I mean, it's there's some people you really wouldn't mind playing with, and there's a lot of people that you probably wouldn't want to play with, and the number is probably like this:
heavier one-sided than the other.
One-sided than the other. So
Clothing optional golf. What do you think about it, guys? Come on now.
No, thank you.
No?
No, thank you.
I mean, they've got a driving range, 20 hitting bays. They've got the clubhouse. They've got a putting green. They've got a training workout area. I mean, you could take it all in. Clothing optional.
Look, I've been divorced once. I ain't getting divorced again.
that's right.
Well, you take your wife. I'd take mine.
My wife ain't gonna go.
She ain't going. Heather ain't going.
No, Heather will tell you no,
No.
not no, but you know what? No.
Not,
so,
yeah. Okay. How about Chris?
No way.
Chris wouldn't do it.
Not.
No. Yeah. But you would, Al. You know you would. You know you would.
You can't beat it.
Yeah, the secret there. You always wanted to open a clothing optional
They
course
beat
up
me
in
to
Johnson
it.
City.
They beat me to it. I tried. And the
Now, see, up in the
regulations and
hills would be
rules
perfect.
and
Up in the Tri-City area, that'd be perfect.
Throw a little moonshine in there. And,
Oh,
hey,
gosh.
that could be fun.
That's actually happened.
That's no doubt.
Yeah, but it wasn't planned.
It actually started with the moonshine first, and then went to
Then the clothes came
Then
off.
the clothes
Then
came
somebody said, "Hey, let's go play golf."
yeah.
Yeah.
That's right.
Oh, well, there's some pictures up on the internet from La Genie Golf Course. So if you want to check it out, just search it out on the internet or, listen to us here, and we'll give you a full description of what's going on. But and the reason I picked this up is there was an Azera Munoz spotting yesterday in the LPGA event.
George's obsession.
I had to start the year off right.
George's obsession. With Sarah Munoz.
Yeah.
He's just obsessed with
She's
us.
playing pretty well this week, dude. She started right off well. Yeah. 5 under, 6 under par, somewhere in there.
One thing that's really cool about this time of the year, they're all getting the new bags and they're getting their new sticks. You know what I mean? So you get to see a lot of, new colors and combinations and stuff out there. So that's one part that I really enjoy, about watching the tournaments, to see the
and
trends.
Interesting you bring that up. I was watching the hole-in-one $1 million challenge last night at Waste Management, and I was actually looking at each one of the clubs that those participants, 28 of them, were using, and several of them had the Big Bertha Callaways.
Really
interesting. And then a couple of them had TaylorMades. A couple of them had there was one Srixon that I picked out.
Right.
But it's amazing how you start looking at that when you work around it every freaking day.
Yep.
You start paying attention to that. So
yes, sir.
It's like on the European Tour. Of course, they have started and completed the first round, and we'll wrap this up during Pro Golf Talk today. But Dubai. And you see all the players over there and who they've changed to and who they're going to, and the Callaway guys out there playing the new XR, the new XR blade, and so the Pro Series. So I was surprised. I saw 4 guys today playing the XR.
Nice.
So big surprise there. Hadn't even hit the market yet. So we've got them in the shop there, and they hit great, and that's what mine are going to be when they get here. But again, it's just good to see. So.
Definitely.
A lot of fun.
Yep, a lot of fun. A lot of new stuff.
We got the new R15 drivers in, the black TPs.
Mm-hmm.
Those look good. I was surprised.
I haven't seen anything. I mean, I've got my irons, but I haven't seen anything.
You haven't got your vapors yet?
I got nothing, no. But,
300 kinds are wrong right there.
But I,
been on order, what, 6 months?
Cool, but like I was telling you earlier, with the waste management going on, that's where our good friend Lamont Mann,
yes, sir,
Apache
Sergeant
Junction
Taggart
out there. Sergeant Taggart was out there,
that's right.
And on Tuesday went and saw Daryl Moy, my good friend that runs the tour department for Bridgestone.
Bridgestone,
head of it, and he went by the trailer and they showed him all the new stuff and whatever, and he showed him some putters and. He was texting me just 90-0, man. Thank you so much. Just what great people, blah blah blah.
Right.
And it was really cool to see him get a chance to kind of get in with those folks.
We need
to,
to,
what it's
we
like.
need to go to the farm in Conyers and visit them. We need to run out there.
Yeah. Actually, Heather and I were talking about doing that in a couple of weeks for my birthday, going to stay with Daryl and Chris, his wife Chris. And
we ought to do that. We ought to plan a trip. Go to the farm.
We're going to do yet, but. I tell you what, they've got some that place is a lot of fun, especially if you can catch the wind right. When the wind blows left to right, it's not fun.
Yeah, I was out there. I got invited out a couple of years ago to ball test for some of their new balls, and it's a lot of fun. It
All
really
the balls
is.
are incubated,
Yeah.
I mean, and apparently this new club they've got really looks good. From what Lamont was telling me and what Daryl was telling me the other day, because like I was telling you earlier, I got one of Daryl's college buddies on. To play at Shasberry today.
Right.
And he was saying, man, you got to see these new clubs.
Yeah.
They're pretty good.
I've got a set of the brand new Bridgestones in the shop right now.
Do you?
They just came in for Patrick Lundy.
For Lundy?
Yeah, they're CBs. They're the cavity back.
Yeah.
And, man, they are clean. They look really, really good. He decided to go with the Aerotech steel fibers in the 110-gram X-Flex.
Okay.
So, I've showed the heads to about everybody that's come in the shop the
Right.
last couple of days.
Right.
And I've had no negative feedback. Everybody's like, this looks good.
Yeah.
This looks
Yeah,
good.
it looks
the
good.
blade they're doing, they
Yeah.
only did so many, and they've already sold out of those from
Right.
the time they made them
Gone.
available.
Right. Yep.
But I tell you what surprises me, George, and Jamie sent me all the stuff to it, but, the new Ben Hogan iron.
That's going to be something to look at.
It is a
Yep.
perimeter weighted club, but looks like a blade. There is no hole in the back. It's just
That's
kind
correct.
of an indentation to where the weight's been distributed around.
Interesting.
But
Yeah.
you talk about a good looking,
Kind of a little bit like a score
old
wedge.
school
Yep.
looking.
Well, I tell you what, Al, Tech Talk with Al Cloyd sounds busy for the next several weeks.
No.
We need to get with these manufacturers and get some insights on some of this new product.
No doubt, man. No doubt, because it's out there.
Oh yeah, I
out
mean,
there.
I've been watching the new. Of course, we were one of the first to get the Titleist stuff in, and that's all been great. And we actually hit it when Bobby first brought it up, and then we started getting in of course, the new Big Bertha stuff with the Callaway, and then all of a sudden Shrixon hit, and we saw their new irons, which look really good. Then we just got in the recent Cleveland wedges, the Rotex 2.0 CBs. Those look phenomenal. They're playing extremely well. I've just ordered a set of those for just for play around here.
The new Mizunos that we
The
brought
new
in and looked at.
Mizunos,
Yep.
yeah, exactly. Yeah, really good. The 850s.
Yes, sir.
Those have been real popular with the females
Yes.
because they got that 42 gram?
Yeah, 40.
Is that a 42 gram iron shaft?
It's in the 40
Really?
gram range, yes.
Yeah. And it's ridiculous. If you take the head and the shaft together, it swing weights out at what, C5 or something like. It's
Very
ridiculous.
strange, yeah. Which is ridiculous.
It's ridiculous. But it immediately picks up the club head speed for any woman hitting it.
That's correct. That's correct. We may have been a little heavy on women's clubs through the years.
Oh, I think so.
Yep.
I think so, bud. I mean, I did a fitting Sunday, and she picked up the Mizuno after hitting the new Ping, and she goes, "This seems lighter." And I went over, took it over to the swing weight device, put a swing weight on it, and it was actually almost 22 to 23 grams. The Ping was heavier than the Mizuno. It was pretty amazing.
You know, with the way they're designing these shafts now, to where they're moving more of the material in the tip section and taking it away from the butt section to promote stability. Swing weights to a certain point, I think, are going to start changing a lot over the spectrum.
I think you're right. Yeah.
Instead of being like a D2 being for a regular flex, a D4 stiff. And so on and so forth. I think we're going to start seeing, some.
You think
some
you're going to
lighter
move it
weights.
toward the C9 to DO swing weights for regular
Just
and
the way the materials
the
are going.
adjustments, yeah.
They're not giving us a lot of options
That's
as
where
club
they're
makers.
going.
That's where
Yeah.
they're at.
It's not going to last. Because
Yeah.
I got my Nike blade, my
that's
irons in.
the problem. The heads aren't heavy
And
enough.
when I got, and Mike and them did a fantastic job out of the oven building them. I mean, Al checked them.
they're
They're
spot on.
perfectly balanced and everything else. But when you put the grip on there the size that I have to have, when you wear an extra large glove, you've got to have a bigger grip. I had to go old school.
Right.
I thought MT was going to kill me on the phone.
Right.
Because I put lead tape on them.
right.
And
Yeah,
I
the
got
heads
them
are
up
too
to
light.
D4,
Yep.
D5.
Yeah.
And now they feel fine. But before, they felt awful. It was like swinging a broom handle with nothing on the end of it.
That's correct.
Sure.
And if that's where they're going to go, it's going to help
let's-
the higher
let's-
handicapper.
there you go.
But
There
the
you
better
go.
player
There you go.
is not going to go that route. I
And,
promise
and that's
you.
where you get into that better player, getting the personal fitting to where if you do have to add 47 wraps underneath the grip, like you do, making a tennis racket out of it, then you're going to have weight at the other end just for you to
That's it.
feel the club.
Well, that's
No doubt about it.
one of the customers I work with on a regular basis. This guy lives, breathes, and eats golf. It's his life, and that's what he's been telling me. He says, I've just lost the feel of where the club head's at over the years.
Sure.
He says, he said, I go back, I think of, back in the day how I can remember, feeling the club, and, he said, that's not there anymore. So we're trying some new stuff.
Yeah.
To see what we can
Yeah,
do.
absolutely. Speaking about club building and stuff like that, now we did the big announcement last week for you. You are bringing in Possum Trot into the South Carolina Golf Center.
Well, luckily
Is that
for
right?
me, the Possum Trot and Mr. Crick Gore and Bill and everybody over there have decided to bring me in so that the Hugh Royer South Carolina Golf Center becomes the only instructional, I guess, school or
That's correct.
product under the Glenn's
Glenn's
Group
Group.
umbrella.
Okay.
So we will have Possum Trot.
So that will be the component of the Glenn's Group Golf Academy.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes,
All right.
and that'll be we'll start on the 9th, and we're going to go up there and literally talk to people, find out what they're looking for. I want to know what the customer wants. I'm not just going to walk in there as an instructor and say, okay, well, hey, I played the tour. I know what I'm talking about. You're going to do this. I want to find out what they want, what times work for them, what they're looking for, and how can we cater to them. And then with Al being there, we're going to be able to combine a lot of things to be able to help folks enjoy the game and get better at it and get a service that they don't get anywhere else.
I was out at the course yesterday, and the driving range was full.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
It was just packed.
Definitely.
It's,
well, we got some new
It's
balls.
amazing. Oh, you got new balls?
We got new balls. Yeah, man.
Well, I didn't know you got new balls.
You can't beat it.
When did you have that surgery?
You can't beat it.
All right, well, that's
I get
great,
at least
man.
I get at least a new pair once a year.
Do you really?
Yeah.
Wow, I didn't know Chris was that hard on you.
Hey, man, I'm telling you. I'll probably go for 2 pair, really, to be honest with you.
Well, I mean, you look at the Possum Trot practice area. You've got the long range. You've got both ends. You can go down to the bottom end and work privately. You've got the short range area. You've got the little chipping area. You've got the practice bunker. You've got the putting green, which is in a whole separate area itself.
It's a monster.
Which helps save, some people getting struck by balls, because I've seen some weird pitch shots on that pitching area.
No doubt.
Yeah, I've seen the parking lot get nailed a couple times. So I almost did it once. So that's okay. Don't worry. I'm attending your clinics. I'm waiting for a short game clinic.
I can't carve dead wood.
Oh, wait, I'm showing up, dude. You better believe it. Godfather's going to be there. So, and then, Al, you've got the sim. Yeah, you've got the sim. You've got all the swinging training aids and all that inside. So even if it's bad weather, you can still do work there at the quote-unquote driving range shop there. You can still do work in the simulator.
And that's the thing. And we're going to be able to utilize all 4 golf courses within that umbrella of the Glens group. I mean, if there's someone from Wilmington that wants to come down for a lesson, but they don't like driving all the way to Possum Trot or to Shaftesbury or what, I can meet them at Glen Dornick or Heather Glen.
Right.
We have that option. So, we're in the process of trying to, we're talking with Ryan McCarty, who's the GM of Shaftesbury, and then talking with Mr. Gore, with Bill. How can we put all this together to make it, to make it a one-stop kind of shop where we have all kind of options. So that's what we're working on right now, and we'll see how that goes and what happens. We've still got to go through the transition of a few things at the moment, and once that's done, then we'll know what's happening. And
well, it's going to be a lot of fun, and it adds to the excitement for this coming summer season and all that. So it'll be a lot of fun.
Oh, definitely.
And the fact that
and considering it's just a hop, skip, and a jump down the street here from the studios.
Oh yeah, it's right down the street.
It's perfect.
Yeah, it is. And I'm putting Al to work when we get done here today, because I think I've been practicing a little bit. I think I may try to do a little qualifying and try to play a little bit this summer too. So we'll see. What happens.
Well, we'll wait and see.
Yeah.
Well, okay.
It's on like Donkey Kong.
I'm just on like Donkey Kong.
I'm just telling you,
That's
when y'all
right.
don't see me for a few weeks, you know where I'm at.
Okay. All right. Yeah, you're at La Genie Golf Course in France.
No, that's George. Yeah, that's like going to Black's Beach out there next week at San Diego. You go down there. Yeah, you and every other wrinkled-looking 80-year-old walking along the beach nude.
Hey,
have
hey,
fun.
don't talk about me that way. That's not very nice. All right, guys, anything else on roundtable discussions this morning?
No, I think we're good. We just, let's see what kind of golf the boys put on the board today, and see how the weekend will strike it.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting with that and the Super Bowl and everything else going on in Phoenix this weekend. My goodness. I mean, the perfect storm, would you say?
Oh, I think it's going to be a lot of fun.
Yeah,
I think it's going to be very entertaining.
There's been comments made that, we had 200,000 people in a particular day here at Phoenix, and those numbers have never really been given any truthfulness. It was kind of a spin on the numbers. You want to believe the Thunderbirds and that whole organization, but they basically took cars and they counted cars and they planned for 4 people to be inside of each car.
Well, you go across the street to the Bird's Nest, the 10 over there, there's probably 100,000 in there.
Well, I agree.
So,
but they are this year, with the Super Bowl being there, with Tiger playing, Phil playing, all the others playing, just the excitement of that, all of it wrapped together, they're really, really anticipating 200,000 each day.
Yeah.
Yep.
So I think they'll hit it.
I'm gonna be a lot of alcohol drunk.
Oh yeah.
You think? TGD Radio and TGD TV are produced and broadcast by the Zeus Radio Network for thegolfdirector.com. When visiting the Golf Director, please be sure to navigate over to our featured course pages where you'll find up-to-date information about course conditions, specials, and much, much more. If you need any help with your next golf vacation, hey, you can just give us a call here at the Golf Director. You can call us at 844-GO-GOLF-1. That's 844-464-6531, and be sure to ask for Dave. All of our TGD programming is archived for listening and viewing on demand. To catch any show you may have missed, click on the TGD Radio or the TV tabs in the menu screen at the Golf Director. For Al Cloyd, Hugh Royer, and myself, George Honeycutt, we want to thank Jeff behind the glass and Big D. We thank you for tuning in, and there's more golf news and information coming up next.